Hey guys, it's Nedu. I'm here to kind of give you some tips to eating healthy at the restaurant. These are some techniques that you can use whenever you go to the restaurant. I know it's the weekend. We tend to free up our meals on the weekend, socialize, enjoy some things with friends. But today I'm going to just talk about some techniques that you can incorporate as of today, right now, before you go to a restaurant, just to make sure that we're on par with our goals and eating healthy. So number one, it's portion distribution. So portion sizes, right? If you go to a restaurant, we know portion sizes are out of control, right? The bananas, the size of food now is not, it can't be big enough, especially in Texas, right? So whenever you order food, think about ordering just appetizer size foods. When you go to a restaurant, remember, you don't have to fear being hungry. If you train your body to eat in a certain way, it'll learn and it will adapt. So don't feel like you have to be your typical Texan or American and order a large or the largest steak or the largest burger, right? Like think about appetizer size portions. Number two, I call it SOS. So that means sauce on the side. So instead of allowing them to drizzle the sauce on top of your food, you control the portions, right? Now we know because we're going to a restaurant, there's a lot of things that are out of our control, right? You don't get to plan your meals, which is what we want. If you want to know where you want to go, if you want to know where you're going, then you have to plan for it rather than just letting where you end up happen. So with SOS sauce on the side, I want you to actually plan for when you get there. I'm like, hey, waiter, server, I want my sauce on the side so I can control the amount of sauce that I put on my food, as opposed to them just dousing and you don't know how many calories and how much cream sauce is on top of your food. So SOS sauce on the side. You control the amount of sauce that you put on your food. Number three, I call it prep techniques. So what this means is that when you go to a restaurant, look for foods that are either baked, broiled, or grilled. If it has the word crunchy in it, then it's probably fried. So we want to stay away from fried foods. It's not going to help your goals, guys. If we're trying to burn body fat, right? We're trying to get lean. We got to eat lean, eat clean as well. So prep techniques, that usually means that if it's crunchy, it's probably fried. So try to stay away from fried foods. And also sauteed veggies, which means they probably just poured a bunch of butter on top of the veggies, and that's not going to help the cause, right? So make sure the veggies aren't sauteed. Next one, sans salt. Just ask the waiter if the dish can be prepared with less salt, right? Control how much sodium's in there. In your foods. They tend to douse it with salt so that it brings out the flavor, right? Just like popcorn. I love popcorn. You like popcorn? I love popcorn. Anyways, next one, remove the temptation. So if you know the bread basket will tempt you, ask your server to move it. See, many restaurants have raw veggies as alternatives with low-calorie dips, as well as tied to your hunger while waiting for your food to arrive, right? That's why bread works so good. When you're hungry, you just start munching on things. Make the thing that you munch on veggies. So remove the bread basket. Remove the temptation, right? Like, don't just leave a bread basket and try to will yourself to not eat the bread. Remove it. Eliminate the issue altogether. 2, 3, 4. Number 2, 4. 6, number 6, swap your sides. So if your meals come with starchy side dishes such as potatoes, rice, and pasta, ask to swap them with steamed low-calorie veggies such as broccoli, stir beans, and spinach. Again, this is low-calorie, but it's nutrient-dense, which is what we want to feed our body the good stuff. And just swap out dishes, right? Because that typically is what we tend to munch on while we're eating the entree. And so last one, this is funny. It's called the allergy. So if you're feeling like your server is not taking your requests seriously whenever you make these requests, you may fib and tell your server that you cannot have any butter, that you are allergic to it. So what does that mean? See, while butter allergies are not all that prevalent, they can be found with lactose intolerance. So this is always a good way to know that the chef isn't going to douse your fish or steak in gobs of butter. So you can make it a game. And I love making these things a game because everyone at the table gets involved in the game of eating healthy when you go to a restaurant, but holding each other accountable, right? Like, this is a lifestyle, right? And so this is stuff you can incorporate when you go out to eat. I'm not saying don't go out to eat, right? Like, that's unrealistic. Still enjoy it, but set boundaries for ourselves, because when we set boundaries for ourselves, we actually give ourselves more freedom to enjoy life, right? To enjoy a healthy body, a healthy lifestyle. But anyways, guys, these are some techniques. Cottonmouth, it's early in the morning. These are some techniques you can incorporate when eating at a restaurant. I'm out.